Hello YouTube and welcome diecast enthusiasts. This is diecast for you to see, and for you to see today is my top 21 of new releases in 2021. I've picked a variety of different manufacturers and I've gone in order of my preference, and starting with 21, it's this BMW Liberty Walk i8, and it's from Para 64, and there's the box there. This was one I got quite early in 2021, and I believe it's one of the first ones that was released by Para 64, but I like the colour and I do like the casting. It's really good for a BMW. So was pleased to get this one. I have got quite a few Para 64s, but this is my favourite one that they've done up to date. And the second one along is from Era Car. And it's the Nissan GTR R35 Nismo. And it's the 2020 edition, and it's in this chrome pink, which is a nice colour. It's got an opening door and hood, but I won't worry about opening that. This came in, I believe, in around about September. I think I had this in a delivery. So again, I do like the colour of this, being that pink. It stands out well on display. So this is my number 20 of my top 21. And the next one in my rundown for 2021 is from BM Creations, and it's this little Suzuki Jimny with some spare wheels and tyres that came in the box, and it's a Liberty Walk. They call it the Wrap Icon. Now they've done a few Jimneys, but this is my favourite just because of the colour scheme with the Liberty Walk graphics there. Really smart in all the various colours, and I'm assuming that is based on a real vehicle that has been wrapped at some stage. These are all, by the way, 1/64 or thereabouts. BM Creations do some pretty good stuff, and a lot of them do come with spare wheels and tyres, and I do quite rate them. The next one coming along is from Mini GT. Again, I've got a few Mini GTs, but this is the BMW, and it's the M4. And what I particularly like about this is the colour change, the purple to green metallic. Really nice finish. And what I do really want to do with this one is do a wheel swap. Sometimes I don't mind dark coloured wheels on maybe a lighter car, yellow or orange, etc. But I want to put some maybe gold wheels on this one, which I will get round to doing. I've got a few spare wheel sets that I'm going to give a go to, so hoping to do this early in the new year, and if I do I'll show that and see what it looks like. So this is in number 18 of my rundown of top 21. And the next one coming along is from Schuco. And Schuco is a lovely brand. They do really smart stuff. And this is the Mercedes-Benz 200D W110. And it looks really nice in this blue. I do like this shape of the Mercedes. Real old classic. And as I've said, Schuco do a really lovely range, and they've made an excellent job of this 164th. I've got about 8 or 10 and this is one of my favourites. So this one is number 17 I believe of my rundown, and it's from Shuko, as I say, so really good. And the next one coming along is from Greenlight, and this hasn't been out too long, but I really like the look of this one and I was happy to order it. And it comes from the Blue Collar collection, and it's the 1968 Ford F250. Obviously you can see it's a pickup and it's got the plough on the front. I love the colour scheme with the red and white, the Texaco logo star on the door. Greenlight do a nice job of a lot of their pickup trucks, and this one I did particularly like I should say, and this is number 16 in the rundown. So again, really happy with that one. And the next one is a Hot Wheels Premium, and this is probably the best one that most people were after, and they've made a superb job of this Hot Wheels. It's the Mercedes-Benz 300 SEL 6.8 AMG. Really like the colour, the number and the lettering and graphics look really good. Based on a real car, of course. It's certainly one of my favourite premiums that have been released this year. So really good to get this one. And this I believe is number 15 in my rundown. Coming along next is another Greenlight. This of course is a wagon, and it's from the Greenlight Hollywood series, and it's from Terminator 2 Judgment Day, and it's the 1979 Ford Ltd Country Squire. But what I like about this is the weathered look. They've made a really nice job of it. I do like the Country Squire, and it just looks really good with the effect of the dirt and the weathering. As I say, they've made a nice job, and it's a lot of extra work to do this weathering, so I think that looks really smart, and that's well worthy of being in my top 21. And the next one coming along is from Johnny Lightning. As you can see, it's a Ratfink example, and it's the 1959 Cadillac ambulance. They've done a few Ratfink vehicles, bit of a tongue twister there, and I'm still waiting for a couple that have been released, I know, and they're in the tins, but I think I prefer this one anyway, purely because it's got the yellow roof and tail there and the hood with the green, whereas the others that are being released are predominantly green, but this one looks really good. I haven't got hardly any Ratfink vehicles. I've got an Auto World pickup square body, but I believe this is the only other one I've got until my other ones arrive. So this again is well worthy of being in my top 21 for 21. I love this one. And the next one is from Matchbox. I've shown this a few times, but I really do like it. It's a gasser, and I love my gassers of course, and it's the Henry J gasser. Really nice job from the Matchbox Collectors series. This is one of the best ones they've done, and I'm pretty sure that a lot of people have been after this. The hood lifts, and I hope they do other versions of this. I will certainly buy others. So, and it looks great in orange. So Matchbox, well done for this one. It's in my top 21. And the next one is from one of my favourite brands. It's Inno64, and there are a few Inno64s in my top 21. And this is the Nissan Sunny Hakuta pickup truck. I do keep these on the plinths because I display them in the acrylic case. It's a lot easier than taking them off the plinth and putting them in the cabinet separate, so that's why I'm keeping it as it is. But this is a lovely pickup truck. I've got 3 versions now, the Advan and I forget the other one, but it's the blue one with 09 on the door. But this is my favourite of the 3, being in the sort of stock white finish. But they've made a brilliant job of this Inno, and again I hope they do other versions of this. It'd be really good. I'm not too sure what number we're at now, but I am showing you these in order of my favourites. The next one to come along is a collaboration between Schuco and Tarmac Works, and it's a Moon Eyes. And there's a few Moon Eyes to follow, but this one, as you can see, is the Volkswagen Beetle. Looks really good with the roof rack and luggage on top there. It's a low rider, which makes it even more collectible for me, certainly. I do like the low riders, and being yellow and the Moon Eyes logo, it had to be in my top 21. It's a lovely version. I haven't had this too long, so I was well pleased to get this. The next one to come along is from Auto World. You've seen this, I believe, once before, but it's my favourite Auto World release, I think, from this year. And it's of course the 2019 Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat in the sort of Dukes of Hazzard really, guys, with the black flag on top and the 10 as opposed to the 01 on the doors. But I really like this Hellcat casting anyway, and the fact that it's in this lovely orange. And the Dukes of Hazzard is a program I used to watch, so really nice. Ticks all the boxes for me. It was limited to 3,000. It's a Miho exclusive, so really pleased to have that. Coming along next, and it's from Tarmac Works, and Tarmac Works is another brand that I really like, but I do prefer Inno64, to be quite frank. Again, I do keep these on the plinth, and it's the Porsche. They call it Tiffany, but it looks really nice, as you can see for yourselves. If you like Porsches, then I think this is worthy of being in anyone's collection, and makes my top 21. I believe this is number 8 as I'm counting down. So again, really pleased with this one. They've done a number of Porsche models, but this is my favourite colour that I've got. Next one to come along, so this would be my 7th in the rundown, is from Inno 64 again. And it's the NSU, or NSX I should say, of course. It's the Rocket Bunny V2 Aero version. And again, the colour of this in that very liquid chrome blue looks really nice. I was just looking at the other ones coming up, but yeah, going back to this one, it's one of my favourites from Inno this year. And we've got another tarmac works coming up next. And this one I haven't had too long either actually. Came in just before Christmas to me. So you wouldn't have seen it from me, you may well have seen it on other channels. And it's a Moon Eyes, as you've seen. And it's a Toyota Hi-Ace wide body. And again, I love this casting from Tarmac. I've got one other in plain white, and I've also what came in with the box with this one was the same casting and van, but in the black and grey. But I do prefer the yellow, just because I do like yellow, as I've said on numerous occasions. You're probably sick of me saying it, but this is really smart. Certainly hope they do more of these vans. I will go for all the ones that I'm able to. There's still a grey one that I'm after. Came out some time ago and I'm still trying to locate it for a fair price. So hopefully I'll be getting that in 2022. And next to come along on the list, and I believe this is 5th on the rundown, it's a Hot Wheels Premium, and it's from the Team Transport set or series. And some of you of course will recognise this as you see it go onto the turntable. And it's a rally set, of course, with the Ford RS200 on the trailer. And they just call the van a rally van. It's a generic van really. I'm not sure what it's based on, but it looks good enough to me. And on display I do put some spare wheels and tyres on the roof rack, just to make it look a bit more authentic. It looks really smart. So this is definitely my top Team Transport for the year. The other Hot Wheels set, of course, which is very popular, is the Ford set that came out. I haven't put that in my top 21, although I like it an awful lot. I think some of you would have seen it so many times. I avoided putting that in my top 21, but let's say it would be number 22 on my list. We've got 4 more cars left, so or vehicles I should say. So this was number 5 in the rundown. Just grab the next one. So this being number 4, it's from Inno 64. Just taking the lid off the case. So I'll just take these off for a moment. Lovely set that is. And there it is. This is the Nissan Silvia S13 Rocket Bunny, and they've done about 8 or 9 versions of this, and I've got them all, but this was one of the early ones to come out. And the reason I like this, normally I don't go for dark coloured cars because I know I've said it, but I like my bright colours, but what sets this off from the others are the wheels really. The fact that they're in matte black with the heavy white rim around the wheel, it really sets it off a treat. So I'm really pleased with the combination of the sort of satin matte black body with those wheels. It looks really nice, and I absolutely love the S13 casting, so I'll be certainly be getting more of those if there's more produced in 2022. Hopefully there will be. This one is probably not going to fit on the turntable, unfortunately, so I'm just going to show you it through the camera. It's from M2. It's a Ford F100 Ranger truck with the 66 Ford Mustang gasser. That's the pickup truck, and they've made a lovely job of this with the crane cams livery in the red and white again. Similar in a way to the green light that I showed earlier, obviously no plough, but that is a lovely pickup truck with the tow bar. And then moving on to the trailer and the Mustang gasser itself. So this is one of my favourite M2 hauler sets from 2021. So that is that one. And coming along next is another set from M2, and this is number 2, so it's second in my all-time favourite of 2021, and this had to be in the top 21. I haven't had it too long, and of course it's the 1968 Chevrolet C60 truck and GMC Sierra Grand 15 half body or bedless truck with the Moon Eyes livery. I was really pleased to get this one, and I've got very few of those bedless trucks. I missed the ones that came out in 2020, so I've got 2 now, but this set is really nice, and I do like the truck as well. Maybe would have preferred the truck to have been in yellow also, but it's a nice contrast with the yellow and black. And I'll just take that off, and maybe not going to focus because of wants to focus on the truck. That is a lovely casting, and that sits on the back of the C60, really nice. So that was number 2 in my rundown. So we've seen everything now apart from number 1. So I'll just take this off, and it's the Cado House Datsun 510 Pro Street, and it was designed by Jun Imai, and it was a collaboration between Cado House and Mini GT. Just close in a bit, and they've done it in purple and green, which I do like the purple, probably just in front of the green, but you would have seen them a lot of times. And the other one that I haven't got yet are the 2 race versions in orange, and I believe it's red, but I'm still waiting for those. We're a bit behind. really in the UK, so that's unfortunate, but I'll be happy to wait until they arrive maybe early next year. So I've really shown this one just purely because you would have seen the purple and green versions many times before, and maybe not so often this one. So this is my number one really of 2021. It's a superb casting. I will certainly get the others. I'm really looking forward to the wagon that they're going to be doing. I think that's going to be very popular. I just took it off the turntable there to open the hood. Yeah, the wagon is going to be extremely popular, so I can't wait for that to be released. So that's it, everybody. That's been my top 21 of 21. By all means, if you're able to, let me know which has been your favourites. It's been a really good year from the point of view of diecast. Not such a good year from the point of view of everything else. I don't need to say what I'm talking about, but it begins with C and ends in D. But hopefully things will improve in 2022. I think we've got a pretty good year to look forward to from the point of view of diecast collecting. I'm sure there's going to be an awful lot of good stuff coming out. I know Greenlight seem to have plans for a lot of interesting castings, so I'm looking forward to that. Inno64, definitely looking forward to those, being one of my favourite brands. M2, it'd be nice to see something new from them. Johnny Lightning are continuing to do good things, as well as Auto World, of course. Tarmac Works, there'd be Hot Wheels Premium aplenty, Schuco, and all the other really nice brands. So hopefully you'll have a good start to the year, and throughout the rest of 2022 I wish you all the best. And I'll just leave off by saying take care, stay safe, and bye for now.